Jill Biden stands by her man.
Is she going to vote for him?
Let's talk about it, y'all. Middle America. Well, the Democratic Party seems bound and determined to run headlong into the same error that foisted the Trump presidency upon us in 2016. We've got options like Tulsi Gabbard, who is stridently coming out against what she calls needless regime change wars. Very good idea. Mm-hmm. Considering many
what's happened
of
in the past.
Brave men and women in our military have what's called combat fatigue.
Yeah.
Which is next door neighbors with PTSD. You've got Andrew Yang, who's very forward thinking and thinking about such important things as automation and how to deal with the economy in light of that threat / blessing. You have, of course, Bernie Sanders, who's been literally preaching the same gospel for the last 40 years, which is Medicare for all. And then, Kamala Harris, I don't want to mention. Cory Booker, who called himself Spartacus. None of these people are very serious. You've got Elizabeth Warren, who is gaining steadily in the polls. But who is DNC propping up? It's our good friend, Sleepy Joe. Well, a couple days ago, Jill Biden, the wife of Mr. Joe Biden, gave a ringing endorsement for his presidency. Now, we realize in Middle America we're a bit late on this, but as we always say, better late than never. So, here we are, dear listener.
So yes, your candidate might be better on, healthcare than Joe is. But you've got to look at who's going to win this election. And maybe you have to swallow a little bit and say, okay, I sort of personally like so-and-so better. But your bottom line has to be that we have to beat Trump. You may like another candidate better, but you have to look at who is going to win. And if education is your main issue, Joe is that person for you.
You may have to swallow. You have to swallow and cast your vote.
Thanks, babe.
I think the only human being in the United States of America that thought that was a good endorsement was Joe Biden.
What do the kids say? That was cringy.
He was the only one. He's the only one with that vacant to believe that this was an endorsement. This is.
You have to swallow.
You've got the cameras on you, and everybody's looking at you, and you basically said, "Yeah, my husband sucks. His policies suck. It's terrible. You're going to be disgusted by having to vote for him." Usually what people say is you hold your nose and vote for him. Was the phrase. You're just going to have to swallow and vote for him. This is where the Democratic Party is.
And the thing is, it's not even
in
like...
2019.
She wasn't saying, vote for him because he's got these great policies. It was because we have to beat Trump.
Saddam.
That was the whole thrust of the whole thing.
Which, toward the end of Hillary's campaign...
That's what it became.
That's what it was. Remember when she shot that shrill video? Why am I not up 50 points, you say?
Shout out to Jimmy Dore. I'll tell you why.
I'll tell you why. We gotta beat Trump. It's as if the entire Democratic Party establishment took a big giant nap from 2016 to present and feel like they're in a time machine since before. They haven't realized that the political landscape had changed for them long before 2016. And the Democrats still, to this moment, do not get it.
Oh, I know.
Now, I don't believe that Mr. Biden even wants to run for president. I don't think he does. I really, really don't. I think he's tired. You know, there was that story
Well, why
about...
is he doing that?
Well, I mean, it's one of those situations where they just push you up. And, you know, there's one time in school where people were telling me to fight this kid, and I didn't really feel like fighting the kid. But everyone's like, yeah, Vin will take him, da-da-da-da. So I was like, okay, oh, yeah. And so there we go, you know.
Yeah, but that's not what people are saying here.
Shout out to Jose. Sorry about that, buddy. Huh?
That's not what people are saying.
Oh yeah, that's what they're saying. He's a giant slayer. He's a Trump slayer. He's gonna redeem America from the scourge that is Trump. That's why Obama was like, you don't have to do this, Joe. What did Jamar Thomas say? It's like, let's not do that. There's just been a lot of funny clips about this Biden situation.
Yes.
And Jamar Thomas said that somebody who loves Trump and cares, somebody who loves Biden and cares about him needs to say,
tell the truth. Yeah.
I mean, look. Michelle Obama, aside from Hillary Clinton, was one of the most powerful first ladies in a long, long time. Mm-hmm. And when Barack Obama was running, she was powerful in her own right, and her endorsement, you can't even call it that, of Barack Obama was, I mean, it was powerful. It was like, damn, I need to vote for this guy. And I was like, wait a second, no, I can't vote for Obama. But I almost did because of Michelle. And same thing with Hillary. Say what you want about Hillary Clinton, but in the 90s, she was the boss. I mean, she was the mom. She took care of business. I mean, everybody, the Democratic Party has flipped and cannibalized her now, but back in the 90s, she was powerful, and when she was speaking about Bill Clinton, it was like, damn, okay. That's why Bill trotted her out to do Good Morning America during the whole Lewinsky scare and let her embarrass herself like that. But this,
no, it's awful.
I mean, this now I'm looking at it like, okay, Biden, you're worse than I thought you were, because even your first lady is trash. Now I'm not saying she's trash. I'm saying her speaking ability and her endorsement of you was horrible.
And her perception of you.
Correct. And secondly, she's talking about education. Who is worrying about education? Did you watch the last two Democratic debates? It's about immigration. It's about health care. It's about the economy. Nobody's worrying about education. I'm not saying education is not important, but she basically said, and if education is important to you,
then this is where you need to be.
You need to vote for my husband, even though all the funding and stuff for schools got slashed under his vice presidency. But, I mean, good night. I mean, education, somebody, I think Biden should invest in education, though, because this brother doesn't know when he stopped being president.
I literally don't think that has anything to do with his education level. I think that aging hits people differently, and honest to goodness, he looks like there's something that's gone on with him. Health-wise, I don't think that he's up for the task, and I think that it's affecting his thinking. And if you look at a lot of the clips, the stuff that he does and the repeating stuff, and then like mixing dates up, and then talking about when he was getting engaged, everything is just a big muddled mess.
Even his persona is very different. You weren't very interested in politics in 2008.
No, but I saw that clip where it was like, I kept looking at it being like, is that a different person?
Well, that was him in the 90s. But, and you can kind of understand the difference between the 90s and 2019. It's 20, 30 years.
Yeah,
but when he was in 2008, when he was running, he went up against Obama. And he was saying Obama doesn't have the experience and all that. My point was, he was sharp. He was sharp and he looked serious. Now when I look at him in the debates, everything's just like, come on guys. Like, he called Cory Booker the president. He's like, yeah, and then he's like, oh, my bad. I mean, maybe, I don't know. And like, he's not serious. He's smiling the entire time.
I don't think it's...
And he just doesn't seem to be present. Okay, he doesn't seem to be present most of the time. He seems like he's golfing.
You could all hate me, but I worked in nursing homes and stuff like that, and literally when I watch him, I picture him two ways. One, he looks very natural if he was in a casket, and two, he looks very natural if he was in a wheelchair. He just does not look like he's up for this task. Honey, I'm not even trying to be funny. It's just, and then when you hear him talk, you're like, yeah.
Joe.
I'm sure that there's some nice facilities by you. but it's not the White House.
We're doomed, ladies and gentlemen.
America is finished.
Hey, are you trying to hey, DNC, are you trying to tell me that this is going to go up against Donald Trump?
It's never going to happen.
You don't.
It's never going to happen.
Donald Trump is going to decapitate Joe Biden in a debate. It's going to be a disaster. Please keep in mind that Hillary Clinton, as far as facts go, was an erudite debater.
Yep.
She was brilliant.
Yep.
And you know the only thing that any of us remembers about those debates that she had with Mr. Trump was when she said, "I am so happy that somebody like you and your temperament is not going to be in the White House in the next 4 years." And then Trump said, "You'd be in jail." That's the only thing anybody remembers about that debate. And you trying to tell me that Mr. Biden is not going to serve up gaffe after gaffe after gaffe after gaffe? Listen, Trump doesn't even have to do a smear campaign against Biden. All he has to do
set up some speaking
copy and paste a bunch of these clips together and then end it with this gem.
Yep.
What is the DNC doing?
The thing is,
you're
you're probably looking at this thinking they're avid Trump supporters. We want Medicare for all. Trump's not doing that.
Not going to give it to us. It's not going to happen under Mr. Trump. But it's definitely not going to happen with Mr. Biden. I mean, my Lord. I mean, DNC, get your boy.
Yeah.
He's drunk. God almighty. I don't understand the logic of these people.
No.
You know what it is that Bernie and all these people, they're too far left for the DNC. And the DNC wants an establishment figure so that they can continue to get fed by Wall Street and Big Pharma and all the rest of it. Because what these guys are talking about is too radical. Medicare for all, just too radical. Going after the pharmaceutical companies, too radical. So now we had Hillary Clinton, the most disliked politician in the history of politics. I'm talking all the way back from Julius Caesar. We'll go farther than that to Akhenaten. I mean, this, I'm telling you, she was the most unpopular human being. I think King Herod was more popular than Hillary Clinton. And King Herod killed a bunch of people when he died so that there would be mourning at his death. That's how unpopular he was. I think if King Herod ran against Trump, he would have won. Anybody but Hillary Clinton. They literally picked the worst possible candidate. And now what do we have? We have Sleepy Joe and his wife, who has so little respect for him that this is the best she could muster up with a straight face. We're doomed. Love your neighbor.
Take care of each other.
Middle America.
We are the media.
Till the next time, guys.